The number of students enrolled in the Nampa School District keeps dropping.
So district administrators are considering closing some schools. Abby Davis, she looked into this issue today. And Abby, this is something the district has actually kind of thought about for a few years, haven't they?
Yeah, declining rates really aren't anything new in the Nampa School District. And with less federal funding coming in, Nampa School District spokesperson Kathleen Tuck says consolidating schools is really their best option right now. Even though the city of Nampa is growing,
we do have a population increase.
The Nampa School District is not.
It's lower birth rates. We're not seeing as many of the families with young children moving in as some of our neighboring communities are seeing. And then, of course, there's also a lot of charter schools and private schools and online schools, everywhere, as parents have more options and more choices on where to send their children.
Right now, district spokesperson Kathleen Tuck says they have about 13,000 students, down from 15,000 10 years ago. So district administration is asking the school board to consider closing 3 elementary schools and 1 middle school.
When you're running a school at 40, 50, 60% capacity, that's not optimum. It's not really good for our taxpayers. It's not really good for all of the things that we want to do with our kids. So it's much better if we can consolidate them. It's much more fiscally responsible, and it also helps to even out our class sizes.
These aren't new problems for the district.
Well, this has been something that's been brought up off and on for several years.
But at the time, Tuck says they had enough money from the state and federal governments to keep all the schools open. That's no longer the case since Idaho changed its funding model and federal COVID-19 era programs are over.
Would there be, layoffs?
We're hoping that just through regular attrition, because every year you have people who retire or who are moving out of state or whatever, because we still obviously have the same number of students. It's just a matter of staffing all of our schools appropriately. And so ideally we can move people around. We can't guarantee things.
As for families,
I know there's a lot of anxiety, but this is certainly not something that can't turn out to be a positive for kids.
Tuck says if the school board votes to close the 4 schools starting next school year, 3 of them would likely be repurposed for other district programs. There is also a listening session next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. at the Nampa High Little Theater, and Tuck encourages people to go to that event if they have any questions about this proposal. There will also be a time during that event where people can get up and ask any questions that they may have.
Were parents able to speak before the school district decided on this too?
I am not entirely sure, but they do have that opportunity next week.
Okay. All right, Abby, thank you.